Outside a house on a little-known street, Jones Boulevard, hangs a basketball net. It sits quietly, unused.
A lot of our childhood was spent there.
Jose Rincon used to shoot baskets on this dead-end street. He even learned to ride his bike here.
He always was patient with me.
He was always a better shooter than his big sister.
I won one time, but I'm pretty sure that he let me win. But I still remember it really well.
Since January, when Jose died at the hands of a suspected drunk driver, there's something missing here on Jones Boulevard.
It's the kind of a thing I took for granted.
Neighbors missed the little boy with the big smile. He was always out here.
There was unanimous agreement that this was the kind of a tribute that should be pursued.
While most know him as Jose, his family always called him something else.
When he was born, I thought that his name was Wapo because everybody called him Wapo, which means handsome.
Then a neighbor came up with the idea to rename Jones Boulevard for the boy who used it the most.
Wapo definitely came up quickly just because that was our first instinct.
I move that we pass and adopt ordinance number 10574.
Neighbors agreed, and so did the city. And soon this stretch of Jones Boulevard will have a new name, Wapo Way.
It's really nice to know that people care.
A celebration is planned in September to put up the new sign. And what would Wapo think of this?
He just didn't like the limelight on him, and he would have been probably embarrassed. It's just because he was kind of shy.
Even though Wapo is gone, his legacy will forever continue on a quiet street that bears his name. With Balanced News in Midtown, I'm Ed Tribble, News 4. The kids are back, and so are the crossing guards. And as students race to beat that first bell, the police have their eye on the streets.
15 is the limit.
Officers are out this week targeting areas around schools.
Our intent is to make sure that people that are driving through school zones are obeying the law.
The driver of this Jeep ran a red light at a hawk light, stopping in the crosswalk.
I don't know. I made a mistake.
Mistake or not, he's getting a ticket.
I told the officer, I can't believe it, this first day the school.
Over the summer, a lot of drivers get used to driving near schools and not slowing down.
Our intent is to educate drivers. We're not out there to write tickets for every single person we stop. We want the driver to be educated about the dangers in school zones.
We say a lot of people know you're supposed to slow down in a school zone, but what they forget is you're not allowed to pass in one, even though it says it on the sign. Is this going to kind of remind you that...
Yeah.
It's an expensive reminder that school is back. And if you don't want these flashing lights in your rearview mirror, pay attention near schools.
We don't want anyone in the school zone getting hit, and we don't want the person that hits them having to deal with that for the rest of their lives.
With Balanced News in Midtown, I'm Ed Tribble, News 4.